Todd Henderson. Today we're going to be installing the Ionic roll-up on this 2009 to 2014 Ford F150. Now, this is a standard install. It's the way it's installed on most beds. What we have here is the tarp. We have the driver and passenger side rails. We have our tension adjusters and the fastening hardware. We also have our clamps and our weather guard seal. We're going to start with the passenger side rail. Now we've got our passenger side rail. The passenger side rail is the one that does not have the trigger latch on it. What we're going to do is we've got our 3 clamps evenly spaced, set into bed. We're going to take the gasket and put it up against the top of the inside of the bed cap. Make sure we slide that rail all the way up to contact the bulkhead. And once we've got that set up at the top, if we don't have a second set of hands, we can take a squeeze clamp, set it in place while we start clamping everything down. Now I'm starting at the front. I've got the clamp spread apart so you can see the teeth on the clamp. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set that clamp as high up as it will go, where the teeth are going to actually mount into the grooves inside the rail. I'm going to hold this together, then with it held together, I'll tighten down the clamp. The center and rear clamps are going to go on the exact same fashion. As we move to this last bracket, we just want to make sure that as we tighten this down, that this rail has not moved up or down. Just keep that lined up and tightened up. And once we tighten this up, we're going to repeat the exact same steps on the driver's side bracket. Next, we're going to take our supplied alcohol prep pad. We're going to open that up, and that's going to clean off our bulkhead. This is where our weather guard seal is going to go. Let's wipe that down real good. Next, you're going to want to align the weather guard seal. It's going to be kind of an L shape. You want the back side of the L to face towards the tailgate. You want it to come all the way to the edge of the bulkhead. We're just going to release some of the red tape. Bring this all the way over to the bed cap. Press down firmly. When we get to the other side, we'll lay it over and trim that back. This right here is called the head rail in the tarp. This is going to sit right up on top of the bulkhead behind the cab. You're going to notice in this head rail, you've got a couple of square nuts that slide back and forth inside there. What we're going to do is we're going to send one nut all the way to one side and the other nut to the other side. Now what we're going to want to do is attach our tension adjusters to the head rail on the tarp. When you look at the tarp, your quick clip storage strap is going to be on the driver's side or left side. So what you'll do is you'll take a look at your tension adjusters. The passenger side or right side will be labeled with an R for right and L for left. So we're going to take this tension adjuster, and since this portion of the head rail faces the cab, we're going to take and set this over top of this channel. Now you'll notice that on the tension adjuster you're going to have a groove that fits perfectly right into the channel that your square-headed bolt slides back and forth into. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our long bolt with a washer. It's going to go through that tension adjuster and it's going to line right up to that square-headed bolt, and we're going to tighten that down, hand tighten, and we're going to repeat that on the driver's side as well. We just want to make sure that can slide back and forth when we tighten it down. Now we've taken the tarp and set it on top of the rails. We want to make sure that these tension adjusters are far enough in so that when we fold it over, it's going to be inside the rails. And we're going to run this tarp over the front. Okay. We just want to make sure that the tarp that extends off the front of the head rail tucks underneath the head rail and points towards the tailgate. And slide this up towards the bulkhead. We can rotate this up. Next, what we're going to do is rotate this up a little bit, slide the tension adjuster to where it goes underneath the rail. And then we want to line up this hole to the hole in the top of the rail. We'll take our short bolt and drop it through the 2 holes. and then put the nut on the bottom side of it. Now we're going to use our 1/2-inch wrench and ratchet. We're going to go ahead and tighten down our components here, and then also to the head rail, and then we're going to repeat the same thing on the driver's or on the passenger side. Now once you roll it down to the end, you can check the tension, do any kind of adjustments need to be made, and make sure the tailgate closes, and that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.